Hi, everybody. My name is Jeremy Steele, and I'm the Executive Director of the Michigan Interscholastic Press Association and a faculty member in the School of Journalism at Michigan State University. I'm joined today by MIPA's Digital Media Chair, Tracy Anderson of Ann Arbor Community High School. Hi, Tracy.
Hi, Jeremy.
We are here to announce. We are here to announce the winners in the digital media and multimedia categories of MIPA's individual category contest. The individual category contest includes 103 categories in various areas of student media. MIPA received 4,319 total entries in this year's contest. We've posted a report that provides an overview of the contest at MIPA's website, mipamsu.org. In just a moment, we'll announce the winners in the 6 digital media and multimedia categories. Winners in our other categories will be announced in separate presentations. You can view a schedule of these presentations at our website, as well as a list of all of the award winners that have been announced. 19 MIPA member student media programs submitted 47 entries in the digital media categories. There's one division for these categories. Entries were judged by MIPA advisors, college faculty, professional journalists, and college journalists on Saturday, February 29th. We'll have information at the end of this presentation on how advisors can arrange for award certificates to be mailed to students, to the advisor at home, or directly to your school. We'll call the names of all winners in today's presentation, and we're excited to show you the first place winning entry. We apologize in advance if we mispronounce anybody's name. Now let's get started. Tracy, please introduce this year's Digital Media and Multimedia Awards.
All right, here we go. Digital Media and Multimedia, one division. And our first category was social media coverage. Honorable mention to Franny O'Shea from Grosse Pointe South High School. Honorable mention to Isabel Espinoza, Katie Madian, and Riley Schollard, Traverse City East Middle School. And honorable mention to Riley Schollard, Isabel Espinoza, and Katie Madian, Traverse City East Middle School. And third place to Megan Wysocki, Grosse Pointe South High School. And second place to staff at Hamilton High School. And first place is Mason Palmentier, Davison High School. Congratulations. And for Audio News feature, we have second place, Sophia Fowler, Grosse Pointe South High School. And first place is Becca Koch and Paige Evers, Grosse Pointe South High School. Congratulations.
Hi, my name is Becca Cook.
And my name is Paige Evers.
As the name suggests, travel sports involve a lot of traveling. This can have many unintended consequences for the students who also have to manage schoolwork on top of their demanding sports.
Today, we are going to look at the effects that travel sports have on students. Often, travel sports draw students because of the level of playing. They appeal to students whose skills may be above regular high school teams.
Sophomore Stephanie Hampton found that travel sports helped her team to bond more. As a rower, she rows for both South in the spring and an independent boat club in the fall.
Well, one of the reasons is because I just think it's a fun sport, and then also it's really cool to get to go to different places because you're always competing against people. Well, I think it does help you bring your teammates closer together because I know I've become a lot closer to some of my teammates just from being stuck on a bus with them for 4 hours.
Mm-hmm. Hampton has to travel out of state for her regattas. This does involve missing some school. She has found that in order to stay on top of her assignments, early communication with her teachers is key.
I always try to get my work before I have to leave, just because, when you are on a bus for, 4 hours or you're just sitting around all day at a regatta, there's, time to do your homework. And also, a lot of my teachers are just really helpful about getting you homework early and making sure you, understand what's going on. Easier to get that out of the way before I leave. And or like sometimes if I have a friend in that class, I'll ask them to help explain the lesson to me. And also there are usually other kids on the team who might be like learning the same thing, or they already took this class. So sometimes I'll have them help me with homework.
Missing school can leave out large parts of lessons that are crucial for students to see in person, according to social studies teacher Peter Palin. He finds that in classes that build off of the previous lessons, like history, absences matter more.
I believe that being in class nearly almost every single day is crucial for getting for seeing the big picture. Because especially in like a history class, if you're absent a lot, then, history is a little bit of a story. History is a story. Mm-hmm. And if you miss a section of that story, it would be like jumping into a novel, just at some random chapter. So I can definitely see that with students that are excessively absent or absent a lot due to, sports or excused absence, vacation, whatever it might be, then they are kind of missing, then they miss a piece of the story.
One of the biggest differences between sports through the school and independently is the absence policy, according to Hampton. School sport absences do not count towards a student's unexcused absences like an independent sport would.
Well, with doing a sport that's through the school, it's easier to have make sure the absence doesn't really affect your attendance. You can get it kind of cut off of that 10 limit. But then when it's we're not doing it through the school, then my absences start to build up.
Yeah. With such high costs for the sport itself and a much smaller chance of being able to continue playing in college, a common question is why would a parent support the extensive and expensive world of travel sports, according to Palin. However, Palin says that he believes that many parents view this as a necessary investment into their child.
Point is that the percent chance that they actually go pro is very small. But I think all parents, want the best for their kids, and they want to, pursue that all the way to the end, that lifelong goal, even if it is at the detriment of their kids' education. That's a trade-off you make, spending massive amounts of money and missing school is the trade-off for, perhaps being able to contend at the next level.
Yeah.
And for audio presentation, we have honorable mention Jordan de Padova and Brennan Dion, Ann Arbor Community High School. An honorable mention to Ramil Patel from Fraser High School. Honorable mention Mike Hamilton and Andrew Acker, Grosse Pointe South High School. Honorable mention Katie Rush, Lauren King, and Michaela Duncan, West Bloomfield High School. In third place, we have Ife Martin and Madison Grantling, West Bloomfield High School. And second place, Thomas Dodlin, Grosse Pointe South High School. And first place, congratulations to Evie Klepp, Grosse Pointe South High School.
Basically, this conversation will go outside of Dialogue Day, and it's going to go around Grosse Pointe South and hopefully Grosse Pointe in general, and I think a lot more people are going to learn from what we've learned here today.
That was Christina Thomas, one of the main facilitators of Grosse Pointe South SEEDS program, or Student Empowerment, Educating a Diverse Society. On Wednesday, December 4th, Christina helped lead Grosse Pointe South's Dialogue Day, sponsored by SEEDS. This day was designed to encourage student conversation about social and school issues that may not be commonly discussed in classes.
I primarily work on the weekly meetings. I am the dialogue leader, so I'm supposed to create a schedule essentially and figure out what we're going to be doing at the meetings, what we're going to be talking about, any activities we're going to have, things like that.
At Dialogue Day, students engaged in activities regarding race, gender, and socioeconomic status in order to gain perspective on current social issues in the U.S. Student Jack Michaud described that conversations helped him understand his privilege better.
I expected a lot of communication between people of different backgrounds, different cultures, and it did meet my expectations. Dialogue Day made me realize that there are certain privileges that different cultures have, different people have, that enable them to go farther in life easier, and we have to recognize as a human race that everybody is equal and should work together to make things equal.
According to SEED's advisor and math teacher Lisa Klein, Dialogue Day was planned almost entirely by the student facilitators.
The kids had major ideas, and they decided to come up with just kind of like a general outline of things, like they kind of like a wish list almost, if that makes sense. They just kind of came up with like a wish list of the things that they wanted, and then brought us like a general idea. We talked about things that realistically would work, realistically couldn't, like what could we execute in this amount of time? What would be like a really great idea, but maybe not something that we could pull off in a shorter amount of time, and maybe aim for next year. And once we kind of had like a general outline and a goal or a mission, I guess, the kids kind of went down and then pinpointed exactly what would need to be done in order to pull everything off, in terms of contacting vendors and coming up with a calendar of events and deadlines and a budget, and just, I mean, the ins and outs of who does what, when, where, why, and all that stuff. I think it went great. Students were engaged. Students seemed to be happy. Students stopped me after and gave me positive feedback. I had to tell them, I really didn't have a whole lot to do with it other than just the adult role. The kids really did do it all. So I think it went great. It was awesome to see.
And for video podcasts, we have honorable mention for Ethan Gibb Rendell, Ann Arbor Community High School. Honorable mention for Ramil Patel, Fraser High School. Honorable mention Derek Dungan, Mitchell Howell, Kobe Manzo, and Blaze Lauer, Lake Orion High School. Honorable mention to the staff at Lake Orion High School. And third place, we have Alice Scott, Grosse Pointe South High School. Second place, Caden Hutchinson, Gull Lake High School. And first place goes to Cyan Hollins of Gull Lake High School. Congratulations.
So, what is your favorite part about your job?
My favorite part about my job is getting to know everybody and seeing all the students and what they can do and how they can grow and all the things they can accomplish when they try.
She was a great teacher. She made it so it wasn't as giving. She allowed you to read the book at your own pace, but also allowed you to understand what was happening and made sure that you understood what was happening, and also made English kind of fun.
Well, what is your favorite thing about Miss Connolly?
I like her personality. She's very energetic.
Is there anything else that you would like to say about Miss Connolly or to Miss Connolly?
She's a great teacher.
So what do you hope that students learn from you?
That they learn to attack problems, that they learn to have a healthy attitude about how things are going, that they learn that texts and things that we look at in class are constructed and put together, and they have the ability to pull it apart and see what's going on. I don't know, just having a good attitude, I guess.
What do you like about her teaching style?
We do a lot of not just notes, we do a lot of learning stuff, so we do fun quizzes and worksheets, so it helps us learn better.
What is your favorite thing about being in Miss Connolly's class?
She's very nice, and she gets along with all of us very well. We all get to talk with her. It's not just her talking at us, it's a conversation.
What impact do you want to leave on students in your classroom?
No, I hope that they just leave my class, if they came in thinking that English was really hard and not something that they could do, that they leave thinking that, hey, that wasn't so bad and I can tackle things that I didn't think I liked before.
Well, she's very visual, and personally that's the way I learn. I learn visually, so when she teaches that way it resonates with me. She branches off from English into other things to keep it interesting, but she does get the information across.
Well, what would you say to someone who is thinking about taking her class?
Take her class. Just by far the best English teacher I've had thus far.
If you could become anything else, what would you want to be?
An I don't know. I honestly...
Or would you just not want to?
I probably wouldn't want to. I mean, I wouldn't mind not working necessarily in a classroom, but whatever I do, it would still be working with young people, working with students, whether it would be like in a tutoring capacity or a more like one-on-one intervention thing. But I think whatever I was doing, it would be in school with students in some way.
And photo slideshow with audio, we have honorable mention, Sophia Plants from Dexter High School. Honorable mention, Sophia Plants, Dexter High School. Honorable mention, Chelsea DeVolder, Northwest High School. Third place, Tess Crowley, Traverse City West High School. Second place, Annie Goldcool and I apologize, Riley Scholar, Traverse City East Middle School. And first place goes to the staff of Traverse City West Senior High School. Congratulations.
She drives me to practice all the time and is at all my races to cheer me on, and sometimes she waxes my skis for me, but she definitely believes in me the most out of anybody, I think. Like, we're very, very competitive with one another, and like before every race we'll be like joking around like, oh my gosh, I'm so gonna get you today, like there's no way you're gonna beat me. She's both like my greatest competition because we grew up together, and like I know her best and I know how she races, so I can like push her, and then she knows the same about me so she can push me. But we also know exactly how to support one another, and like if one of us has a bad race, like we just distract each other from her. We're basically polar opposites in like every way. Like I listen to classic rock and she listens to calm country music. I'm like horribly stubborn and she's just wants everybody to be happy. And I think that brings out like our strengths with one another, and it also brings out our weaknesses, and that's like obvious, like, you know, yin and yang.
Skiing with Ariel is just like hanging out with her on a normal day. Like, she's just super fun to be around. She's got a personality like no one I've ever met. She's sassy, but it's good, and she's got quick-witted comments. She can just say things that I would never be able to say to someone, but like it works for her, and she does it super well, and I wish I could do that sometimes. She's gonna be gone for 8 or 9 days, and having her gone, it's weird. Last year when she was in Utah, it was really weird. Like, I don't know, my best friend wasn't home, so it's really boring without her. She just has so much love for like everyone she knows, and she like just wants to see everybody thrive and be happy, and she'll absolutely like sacrifice herself to like get them to that point. She works super, super hard for this sport, and this sport is her everything, and I'm gonna be bummed when I'm not there with her, but I know she's gonna do well, and I get to watch like all of her races through the live stream, so it'll kind of be like I'm there.
And we have multi-platform news coverage. Third place, Colin Fox, Utica High School. Second place, Hannah Bolton, Stockbridge High School. And first place is going to Hallie Grooms and Madeline Dishman, Utica High School. Congratulations.
Do you have any idea what a streak is?
Yes, on Snapchat.
Okay.
Yes.
And do you know what a ship is?
Yes, it's when your friend wants to set you up with somebody. That's what we used to say, set up.
Yes, throwing shade?
Yeah.
Okay, giving you a bad vibe, people throwing nasty comments to them, things like that. Okay, what else?
Lit.
That's what my class is every day. Come on in and enjoy it.
Do you have any idea what bust down means?
Yeah, I do. Like if it's pertaining to jewelry, it's like when you put like
extra like diamonds on it. And then it's also a dance by Blueface. I do know. Yeah.
All right, and do you know what a dove is?
Oh man. When I was a kid, a dove was like 20-inch rims that you put on the car. But that's so long ago, so I know that's not it.
Like
Maybe a $20 bill?
if someone's gonna like take a dove, they say, "Oh, we're gonna take a dove tonight."
A win?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Do you know what yeet is?
I can't define it, but I've heard it before.
Like it's a verb and a noun, so like either or.
I know it's some rap music.
Okay. What about a Chad check?
That one's new for me.
A Chad check?
Yeah, I don't know that.
Do you have any idea what no cap means?
No, but everyone says it. Is it like awesome? No cap.
Kind of. It's like no limitations or like not lying. Like, oh, I'm not kidding. Like that's a no cap.
No cap. Got it.
And then salty.
That's like when you're mad. It's like don't be salty. I know that one.
So, do you have any idea what Gucci is as like a slang word?
I think that means it's a good thing.
Yeah, okay. What about on tip?
Say again?
On tip? Like, have you ever heard someone say, "Oh, I'm on tip"?
I would say maybe you're on point. Or you're on game.
I want to ask you if you know what tea is. Like when someone says like
Yes,
tea,
I know what tea is.
What is it? Can
It's
you
like
explain?
drama, gossip.
Do you have any idea what low key means?
Low key. It's kind of hard to explain.
Like if someone says, "Hey, can you keep this low key for me?" Like, what does that mean?
Like on the down low.
Okay. And what about sis? Like if someone says, "Go off, sis," or "You're my sis," or like something like that.
I have no idea. Well, is it just like someone like you approve, like someone like you're close with, or like you agree with what they're saying?
What does a stan mean?
A stand?
Stan, like S-T-A-N.
Oh, a stan.
Yeah.
Somebody really likes Eminem.
What about woke?
Woke, to be aware and conscious of social issues that are going on.
Congratulations.
We've got information about how advisors can get award certificates shipped to school, shipped to advisors at home, or shipped directly to students at our website, mipamsu.org. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Thank you, Tracy. Congratulations to all of our winners.